Jackson standing on his 10. A little pooch kick away from Jackson, looking for the corner. Does not get it. It was close. Pretty good coverage by the Cowboys of OSU. Willie Young, number 20, a wide receiver out of Kansas City, was down there to try to get Elder's butt. Couldn't get to it. And OU will have it on their own 20. Yards throwing passing the ball, and right now they've given up over 230 to the Sooners, and that is why OU leads 21-7.
And coming into the game, they were ranked 9th in the country in yardage allowed by the forward pass, and as you said before, 11th in total defense. So they played well all year.
The sun is hit behind the clouds as Oklahoma keeps it on the ground with Griffin. The true freshman staying on his feet. Was up for Player of the Year honors in Houston, Texas last week. And Eric Clemens, this is Bedlam, and you're right in the middle of it.
Yeah, I sure am. Hey, these guys were pretty quiet when it was 14-7, and Oklahoma State had returned an interception for a touchdown, making some noise now up by 14, and they sense a nice bowl game. Of course, we won't figure out that picture until a little bit later, guys. And this cutie here is in her Oklahoma cheerleading outfit as well, waving hello to everybody like these guys are, guys.
That bowl picture is not going to clear up till the Big 12 championship game in San Antonio a week from today. Again, it is Griffin. OU taking their advantage of the clock. Kevin Williams on the stop.
You know, Ron, we were talking about being able to complement this passing game with the running game. And Oklahoma's got a run game coordinator, Mark Mangino, who does a great job coaching the offensive line. And there you look at big old Mark. And he came from Kansas State. He's a fun guy, but he's come in here and he's gotten the respect of all these players, and especially a guy like 78 Stalker McDougal, who is going to be a first-round draft choice this year. A lot of the credit should go to Mark Mangino for developing this offensive line.
The pride of Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you and him got a lot of Pennsylvania stories when you guys get together.
The word Yuns was used about 20 times yesterday. Griffin straight ahead, trying to find some kind of running room, and Dwayne Levels, the sophomore out of Richardson, Texas, who backs up everybody at the linebacker spot. Stalker McDougal, he is big at 6'6", 363 pounds.
And watch what happens here. He just comes off the football, and wow, does he stand up old Kevin Williams there. He's got good feet. Like I said before, the pro scouts like him. He will be a first or second round draft choice. A lot of people fear him when they line up across from him.
He was not emotionally stable, shall we say, as we look at the scouting report on him when this new staff took over. He was much maligned last year. Pass by Heupel is knocked down, but Mark Mangino said what he did is he didn't do anything. Said, I didn't look at any tapes of the big fella because I didn't want any kind of preconceived ideas. You
know, he runs a 4.9 40-yard dash, which everybody loves. He's got great backwards foot speed. That means he can set up quickly, pass protection, and he's a crunching run blocker. In other words, he stuffs the defender into the ground. That's called a crunch.
And when he puts his feet on forward, it is even better.
Yeah. You better believe it.
Not bad. Terrence Richardson at his 20-yard line as the Sooners set to kick it away again. Jeff Ferguson standing on his 24. Kicking into a very slight breeze that has died down considerably. Richardson, no fair catch. From the 17 up to the 22. 46 on the kick, 6 on the return, and we'll keep it right here.
One of the keys to this game was the punt team of Oklahoma covering that punt return team from Oklahoma State. And that was a good example of them hustling down the field.
Well, just a reminder, football news weeknights at 6 p.m. on Fox Sports Net. Get all the football news, highlights, and analysis you can handle as we bring you in-depth coverage of pro, college, and even high school football. Check your local listings for football news weeknights at 6 right here on Fox Sports Net. So Oklahoma State, 1st and 10, their own 23-yard line, trailing by a couple of touchdowns. OU striking quickly here in the third. Lindsey from the shotgun, hit immediately as he gets rid of it, but the pass is complete to Jackson. But what a hit did Tony Lindsey take.
Once again, they're coming off, the Oklahoma Sooners are, off their defensive right side, the offensive left. And look to the left of your screen right here. Torrance Marshall just pounds them. Well, I'll tell you, they've got to make an adjustment on that because that's about the 7th time today Oklahoma's either hit Lindsey or sacked him. Great job by number 10, Torrance Marshall.
Lindsey playing with a leg brace on, said he wants to get rid of it. Doesn't feel that mobile with it as they keep it on the ground. And
he's going to
Nathan Simmons.
He's going to need another brace, though, if they don't start picking that up because those are just clean shots to him. And that's where quarterbacks get hurt. With all this blitzing in football today is blind side hits like we just saw there.
You can see the brace. It's a big cumbersome brace.
Well, look at that
he's
thing.
got a little limp when he tries to put a whole lot of weight on that left leg.
Yeah, see, he got some grass stains on it, Ron.
My goodness, he spent a lot of time on the turf. But it's a first down for the Cowboys at the 34-yard line. Lindsey will run the option. The pitch is good up to the 36-yard line, and Jamal Fobbs is ushered out of bounds. Well, you know, a lot of it isn't just Tony Lindsey, but the offensive line, and of course some of them are coverage sacks, but you can see 41 sacks allowed this season, only 24 last year. And once again, the offensive line has had to move some people around.
Yeah, and it's the running backs also picking up the right people. And when Tony Lindsey went out, P.J. Tiger got sacked quite a bit because he wasn't used to, like you said, and he said it perfectly, getting rid of the ball quickly.
2nd and 9, Lindsey's going to be dumped again. He had absolutely no prayer as the first hit was leveled by Roger Steffens. Jeremy Wilson-Guest also went on the play.
Outside pressure. Watch 51 come right there, and Lindsey is going to run right into the blitz. You couldn't call it better. It's a bootleg to the right, and boom, Steffens disrupts him, and it ends up being a sack. Earlier in the game, I talked about Lindsey's ability to run to his right and throw the ball. Well, that's what they're doing today. They're stopping him, not only from the backside, but the front side. Wonderful job by Roger Steffens of coming across the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 7 on the play. 3rd and long, 3rd and 17. Lindsey lofts it up, looking for Howell, and it's going to be overthrown. Ethan Howell, the intended receiver, who has been very quiet this afternoon. Coverage by William Barty. And the Sooner faithful of over 75,000 giving him a good round of applause.
You know, how close, but yet so far away. Just a little bit. You talk about a game of inches. That would have been a huge, huge play for Oklahoma State. How close, but yet so far away, and that's exactly what's going through Bob Simmons' mind there.
And again, the Cowboys will be forced to kick it away. Their 7th punt of the afternoon.
This guy's got a major league leg. He can really boom the football.
He's had a couple of 60-yarders. This one again, they're trying to kick it away from Jackson, but he'll field it at the 16. Gets away from the first wave. Not much on the second, up to the 23-yard line. 55 again on the kick for Elder. 6 on the return, and with 8:18 left in the 3rd quarter, Oklahoma State needs something to cheer about. They trail by 14.
When we re-engineered the all-new 2000 LeSabre, we gave it more standard safety features for you and your family than any other car in its class. Plus, the best gas mileage in its class. Come in during Buick's Countdown to 2000 event and see why Buick LeSabre has been America's best-selling full-size sedan for 8 years running. The all-new 2000 LeSabre. Drive one at your Buick dealer now.
The ones who brought coats, sweaters, or boots, please raise your hand. First time in Mexico, Pancho.
For every reason, any season.
Presenting the new Italian Originals Pizza Trio from Domino's. Tender prosciutto, Italian sausage, tender prosciutto, spicy pepperoni. New Pizza Trio, $10.99, $10.99, $10.99.
New Domino's Italian Originals meets the trio for
Here in the 3rd quarter, along with Eric Clemens and Artie Gigantino, and our college football Saturdays studio show. Kevin Frazier, Kellen Winslow on hand. We're glad you're with us. Our final telecast of 1999.
You see the 2 backs in the backfield. That's not only to help run the football, but it's for blitz protection.
From the shotgun, Heupel going deep again, has a man again, and the pass is complete again. No, it is dropped. Jarrell Jackson had it in his hand, and Shepard was there to knock it away.
You know, going into this game, Shepard had not given up a completion in 3 games. The ball is a little bit underthrown.